Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to Pantsless Tables and Murky Tuesdays, where a bunch of us scallywags get together and play a game of Blades in the Dark. Joining me at my table are my wonderful players. A few of us had to drop because of IRL things, but this is the final crew. And let us now, for the first time to the long time, let us introduce the Duskwall Sparrows. Let's take it away. Mix Urvi.
Hi, I'm Murky Fitz. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing Biv, pronouns they, she, with a hound with their little fox, Anubis, affectionately known as Biss. It's Biv and Biss. Biv is here for a time. I don't know if it's good or long, but a time. Are we recapping? Is that what this is, or what?
No, just this is your just character introduction. Like, you know, what would be the expression on Biv's face as the Dios is surging through the waters of the river, churning up river.
We are chilling in the back of the host, hanging out with Bit. Mission accomplished. We got the stuff. We're going out.
Cool as a cucumber.
Do you have cucumbers?
Next up, Mix Calum. What's up?
Hello. My name is Callum. My pronouns are they, them, and new. I didn't realize that we were scallywags. Are we pirates now? I don't know what's going on with that. Also, you're going to want to find out being at the back of the host, because the back of the host is where the engine is. There's just an open pit where the coal goes. You actually want to be hanging out in the front, because that's where the cabin is for you to hang out in. I'm playing Taleri Pridwangadwalada. Her pronouns are she, they. And she is our... what am I? I'm the stealthy one. I can't remember what it's called. I've got the book in front of me, but I refuse to look.
You're a look. Yeah.
Look.
Lark in the lurk.
I'm getting an L. Come back to me.
Look.
It's the look. I know. Move on. It was funny. It's funny that I couldn't remember. I was about to say, I'm not going to do anything to get reactions this time. There's already a clip there, Steve. You could. Fuck's sake.
Oh, there's a clip dropping in like an hour and a half that I think you will also enjoy.
Mr. Toshi.
Hi, I'm Toshi. I play the leech, William Trosh. And I think he's standing right beside Teleri, just revisiting the horror that was the last, the word escapes me. What the fuck? What do we do?
It definitely wasn't a heist. I'll say that much.
We smuggle
things. Continue. Because we didn't get back. We didn't get a prime thing that I wanted to get from Caleb. But yes, go ahead.
Yes, he is horrified by both the last quote-unquote heist that we did and the state in which the host is normally and how it manages to function. It is a marvel to him today. It will be a marvel to him till he is around.
The engine dynamics, the sounds from like the boiler. Yeah. It's no chance that it's befuddling. But yes, going back to Caleb, what is the expression on Teleri's face at the wheel of the host.
Hilarious stone faced. She refuses to talk.
Hmm.
Just focused on driving us home before someone else shoots someone.
Fair,
Or inject someone.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Injecting's fine. It's clean. It's easy. It's simple. Do you know what isn't that? Shooting someone in the goddamn head.
Yeah. Steve, where's Samba head?
Hello, hi. I'm Steve. I play Samba. Very much the leader, quote unquote, of the group. Well, not really. It's more like more like just I am the spider, but there's nothing spidery about me. That's what it is. I exist in this game to get reactions out of Callum, so we can make clips, and I can use that as content, so that we can get more hits on social media. That is why I'm here. Okay. We've already had a very interesting clip grow viral. When I say viral, but at least like 1,000 views, which is still 10 times more than the subscribers we have. But still, Callum, the pressure's on, huh?
Subscribe to us.
If I'm going to be milked, I might as well drink milk while I'm at it.
Indeed. Indeed.
If you want, never mind.
Steve, control yourself. We're not started yet.
Lost our sanity jar.
You need
What do
a
we
jar now.
what do we do? I have to do something right.
I mean, we,
Yeah, we need a jar.
I mean, like, maybe we, like, now call it what it was supposed to be called all along. Like, whenever we get a reaction from Caleb, right? I think, I think that's a
Calamity jar. Yeah, that's what it is.
Calamity that's going to be unleashed is me walking out of this game. And then you're going to have to make the overlay again, Steve. You
Fuck
can do that.
me. That would be the funniest
Bro.
way. That would be the funniest revenge, though. Like, yeah, you are right.
Caleb going for where it hurts. Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Oh,
Uh,
overlay.
Denver, where, what's up, and where is Boss Lamond at? What's on? What is there veil up? What's happening in this moment?
Hey y'all, I'm Denver, she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Vey Lamond, they, them pronouns for Vey. And right now, the veil is still down. They are silently fuming and refusing to look at Samba or even toward Talari. They are livid.
Damn, everybody's pissed off today.
They aren't really talking to anyone.
Well, it is in this tense moment on board the host that I, RDMK, the storyteller and the game master for this session of Blades in the Dark, welcome into the episode 4, the downtime, the first heist, quote unquote. Very quickly, it's easy enough for you to Caleb, Teleri had a plans for a secret dock, right? That's part of the crew upgrades that you have, correct?
Our base has a dock, correct?
Yeah. So, yeah, describe for us how, like, this would look as you are entering into your secret base dock, like, all of you. throw in. Let's start with Caleb describing the entrance and the general
I mean,
area.
it depends how close it is to Lamont Estate, because we're in Whitechapel.
Mhm.
It's not as heavy on canalways,
Hmm.
but there's probably a sewer. So, are we like underneath the Lamont Estate?
I know the Lamont Estate right now is just on the surface. You're essentially in the manor itself.
Yeah, I'm talking about the dock. Is it in the sewers underneath House Lamont?
It could be. It
Is
could
it
be.
a little building on the edge of Whitechapel?
I think that would be a little more safe, wouldn't it? Also,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
think so.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think there is a small vacancy building that we've procured on the edge of Whitechapel that is covered in
Right stone.
moss. Brightstone, bugger, wrong area. It's like covered in moss, so it looks like it's been abandoned, and that it's overgrown and unusable. And there is a large wooden door that is closed at the dock, and Taleri throws a rock at a little panel, and it hits the panel, and the door drops.
Would you say it's a forbidden door?
You know what, Steve? It might be. It's a door that I'm saving up to go and see. That's how forbidden this door is.
Makes sense. Yeah. Easy enough. The door opens and you enter into the base, the erstwhile base, the hitherto not entirely explored base of the Duskwall Sparrows. But yeah, easy enough. There is a little private dock that you can berth the host at. And yeah, as Teleri begins the complicated process to inevitably shut down the host's engine for the night, there is the soft lapping of the water on the wharf and the boat itself, and the awkward silence that fills the air.
Right. So we need to figure out a way to get the merchandise to the people who asked for it. Do we do that now, or do we want to rest up and do that tomorrow?
We might need to wait a day. Oh fuck! I've already fucked it. Great. We might. Oh god! Someone else speak.
I can't tell if that was on purpose or not, but I will take it. Thanks, Callum.
Before
Make
we
it worse, you country beggar. Die.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Right. So I look at the others. This place. This is like. I think even before I wait for a response from the others, I just walk over to the pantry, pull out a bunch of food, and just walk back out with plates again stacked. Still chomping on something, piece of bread or meat, and I have food for everyone. and just wordlessly handing it out to everybody, making sure I have a separate bowl for Biss with their preferred food in it as well, and just dive in, barely paying attention to conversation if any is happening, and you just hear sounds of "fuck me, this is so good," and just food.
Weren't we smuggling supplies? How did that turn into guns?
Well, sometimes guns are supplies. Yeah, sorry, excuse me.
Turned
I mean,
into guns because I lied to you about what we were smuggling.
Fucking.
That makes sense.
Technically, we didn't lie. We just did not tell you what we were doing.
We lied by omission.
Yeah.
That checks out.
But I wasn't the one who shot a man for trying to speak in the middle of our incredible act of sabotage.
Viv has been
Well,
presented
I would
with
say it, right?
so.
Sorry, Biv, go ahead.
I was gonna say Biv has been presented with food, so like yeah, just they're gonna continue eating, yeah, even as you say.
You might want to know that I had already disabled the communication device, so they wouldn't have been able to call and check in with what had happened. So you probably shot that man for no reason. The only way you get to do what you want to do, Chief Lamond, is if you have power and money. And guess what? These weapons present power and money. Whether you like it or not, this was the only way.
I don't think there's any point in arguing about the mistakes in our past, even though the past might have been 10 minutes ago. I think we need to rally together as a group and move forward. Go team, go sparrows, or whatever. And he's holding a drumstick in his hand and he's like, "Go sparrows!" And he looks at it. He's like, "Oh wait," and then he continues eating.
See this nice food you've got here? That's so vastly off the accent. This nice food that you
I
have
clipped
here.
it before I even heard you speak
Hey,
because
God
I knew.
damn it! God. Oh. People can't get access to that food. Oh, I've gone wrong again.
Don't stress yourself. Just go ahead with it. Just go ahead.
You're
with
the
it.
only person who cares about it, Callum.
I know I am. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
That's what makes it so funny.
Fucking hell. The food you have. No one else can get that food.
Yeah.
Do you know what gets you that food? These drumsticks, these slabs of meat. It's money.
Yeah, because to be very fair, it's not fucking meat. Like it's mushrooms. Like to get
What?
chicken and like actual meat is super high tier food.
That's what people pay us to do.
Yeah, you would have at this point honestly have the most you would have access to would be like rat meat or like old mutton, like steaks, kind of like old mutton meat essentially. That would be the best that you would kind of hope for, honestly. Seaweed, algae, you have a lot of that. Bread, question mark.
About getting these weapons to our employers, we should probably let it cool down a bit. They'll be looking for us because we made a shit show of that heist. We should wait at least a
Is-
day, and then we'll get it over to them. We'll drive the boat through the into Crow's Foot and drop it off at their factory.
Because as we had agreed, we had established that this venture had earned you 3 heat as far as the scale of heat goes. Heat is generally like, how sparky you are in the potential filled atmosphere of Duskwall. People's eyes might be open and waiting to see what you might be doing, the more heat you get. And yes, at certain point of heat, you will go to prison, as some people's personal goals have aligned themselves to be with. So,
The 1 star blinking in the top corner.
but yes, we are now entering the downtime of the game of Blades in the Dark. It's essentially where people can choose to do a number of things, but essentially try and deal with the stress that may have acquired over the establishment of the heist and how assisting and helping with different things went. And there are other things that you could kind of look up to doing, like, in terms of personal projects that you as your characters might want to have. So yes, Caleb, please.
What was our rep and coin score?
Yes, that is something that we were going to go to. Give me a second. So you earn 2 rep per score by default, and you are right now a tier 0 group, right? That is where you start off, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And you have right now pulled off essentially what is a tier 2 thing. So you have earned 4 rep from this little venture.
Who did we actually interact with? Like, was it
This was essentially the Uruvian consulate and the Red Sashes.
okay?
Yeah. And the Red Sashes, if I'm not mistaken, are a tier 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So you all earn 4 rep and sorry, 1 second. Where is that payment fucking page gone? Hold on. Good.
And then the next thing is coins. So it's
Yeah.
page 146 of the book.
Thank you. 146. Yeah. So this would honestly be a small job, but so you all do get 4 coin, at least from the carrying out of this part of the thing itself. You have not entirely finished it, potentially more may come from how you interact with Bazobaz as you turn over this potentially crucial founding block to a gang war, right? So let's see. And you are in Bright Shore, and you have a good reputation with the local factions, right? So you would not.
We'd probably still have to pay them off in order to do a heist in their area. So we
Yeah.
take away a coin from the 4, right?
Yeah, you take a coin away from the 4. Yes. So you get 3 coin.
Wait, can you repeat that? What? Why do we have 3?
Whenever you do a heist in an area, you have to pay off the mob boss
Oh,
of that
interesting.
area
Interesting.
in order to do a heist there. Like, we are all aware of each other, but we respect the boundaries of kind of territory. So you have to pay dividends to those who are
Tides.
yeah. So we have to pay a
Licensing fee.
coin
Mm-hmm.
when we do a heist somewhere.
Okay, makes sense. So we have 3 coins then.
Yeah.
And we can spend the coins on upgrades.
Yeah, there are a couple of things that you could kind of do. Also, like, this would be where we would kind of do the XP as far as characters go, right? Caleb, you have a much firmer idea of this than I do. Please lead us into it.
Everyone at the bottom of your character sheets will have a list of XP things that you need to accomplish. So for each, you've got 4 things on your list. For each time it occurs, if something occurs once, get an XP. If something occurs multiple times, you get 2 XP for that item. So there's a maximum of 8 XP that you can earn in a heist, theoretically. That XP is invested into the different stats you have. Sorry, I'm wrong. Ignore me. You get XP. I've misread this. Start over. At the bottom of your sheet is XP. When you do one of those things, you mark an XP. The playbook for the crew also has its own XP. So that is the thing I was talking about with the 1 or the 2 XP. So look at the list of the 4 things that you might get XP from, and you need to figure out if any of those things have come up.
Yeah, right. Like, for example, let's go with Urvi, right? Let's go to Biv. Let's go character deep dive. Let's go. Every time you rolled a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute. You definitely rolled a desperate action when you took the shot on this guy, right?
Yeah.
Also, in the future, it might be worth awarding XP immediately.
Right. That'd be
It's not
that'd
meant.
be
It's meant to
actually
be literally all time you gain XP when you do one of
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah, fair. Thank you. I will take that into account going forward. But yeah, so that was a hunt roll, right? So you would
Yes.
get an XP that you could mark in. You could get double you get an XP in
You
that
get 8 XP to put into insight.
insight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you get XP every time you roll desperate. You do that immediately, and then at the end of the session,
Yeah.
you look at the next 3 questions.
And
Okay.
I have to ask you, because this is how we do it. Like, it is supposed to be done in Blades in the Dark. Like, in the session, you ask, Biv, how many times do you think in that previous interaction did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Truthfully, only the one time.
Yep.
Only the
Just
one
the
time?
one bang, yeah.
Yeah,
I
alright.
mean, like,
Yeah.
we watched, but only one incident.
Okay. So you get 1 XP from that.
And you can put that in either your playbook or your stats.
Yeah.
You get to choose where that XP goes.
So this is in like you get to put that as a point in insight, for example.
Yeah, you could put that XP in insight. There are 4 bars that you can fill up with XP: playbook, insight, prowess, resolve. You choose where XP goes, apart from for desperate rolls. Desperate rolls go into the attribute automatically.
So to make it clear for everyone, actually, how do you assign a playbook XP in? Oh wait, it's to the side, right? It's to the side.
Yeah.
And so as the playbook XP goes up, like you essentially level up, like your levels.
And
You can
if you
choose.
fill your playbook XP, you get
Yeah.
a new special ability.
Yeah, you can choose a new special ability. So that's how it goes.
And then for your attributes, if you get it to the end of the bar, you get a new point to spend in one of your stats, like hunt, studies, survey, tinker.
Yeah. And that can also be done through an activity in downtime that you can do, which is called training, where you can expressly spend time to cater to building your prowess with a particular skill. And as smugglers, if I'm not mistaken, because of your sheet, you have uh, proficiency in training for
Prowess.
insight, for prowess for insight, right, or something, or for no, with
Prowess.
for prowess. Yeah. So if you spend time training any of your prowess skills, you get double the XP. So it takes less time for you to get one more point in that stat because of your thing in training, right? If I'm not mistaken.
You get, I think it might be that you just get 2 XP rather than the 1.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. And the other thing that generally happens during downtime, so there are a couple of things that you could there are ways to go about reducing the amount of heat that is on you. You can go into training, or you can go into spending some time indulging in your vices to reduce the amount of pressure, the mental wear and tear that you get from, pushing your body and your mind to the call of the heist and the call of the criminal, to push yourselves. So these are the three things that you can essentially do in downtime. Correct, Caleb?
There were more things.
Oh, so fuck. Sorry.
I think
Thank you.
there
Please.
were
I'm so
2 more
glad.
things
I'm so glad you're in this game.
you can do, I believe. Give me a second. The list of things you can do in downtime are acquire assets, long-term
Yes,
project,
long-term
recover,
projects.
reduce heat, train, indulge vice.
Yeah.
Acquire an asset. Do you want to get something? Get it. This is something that you can get temporary use of. So you spend downtime going, I think I would like temporary use of this item, so that you will not need to flash back in the future if you would like that item. There's some mechanics on how you get those things and if it will cost you coin or what quality it'll be. Long-term project. If you want to do a project of some sort, for example, a leech might want to build something, then you can spend time working on your long-term project that will involve rolls or possibly coin. Recover. If you're hurt, you can be less hurt. Reduce heat, which you already mentioned, train, which you've already mentioned, and then indulging your vice, where you reduce stress by spending time with one of your vices.
So these are the range of things, and you can do 3 of them.
2.
2. You can do 2 of them. So yes. You have to choose as a character at this point which 2 of these you would like to do in this period of downtime.
You can also do more than 2 if you spend a coin or a rep. However, currently all of our coin, I'm assuming, is going into the smuggling the crew sheet because it's not enough to split between us. And the rep is also crew based. So if you really want to do one of those things, you're going to convince the rest of the crew to fucking let you. Welcome to the resource management part of this game.
Yep.
This is the spreadsheet bit.
Yeah. So these are the range of opportunities and things that you would like. You have open to you as characters. And if you want to reduce heat, how is that done? Is that done individually, or is that done as a?
Tell the GM how you'd like to reduce heat.
But is that an individual action or a crew action?
It's an individual action.
It's an individual action. Okay. Yeah.
So, say what your character does to reduce heat. Make an action roll. Maybe you consult with your friend who is a blue coat and arrange a few incriminating watch reports to disappear. Or maybe you command the fear of the local citizens to not snitch. Reduce heat according to the result of a die roll.
So yeah, and none of you, I think, took any harm, did you? In that, yeah, none of you took any harm. You escaped all of that because of quick decisions, honestly, and surprise. But yes, as characters in this moment, between scores, you have accomplished the first big gig that you, as the Duskwall Sparrows, took on and have carried through. It's been definitely a little more explosive and an entrance into the scene than some would have liked, but definitely a 4 rep already, which is interesting. And there's a buzz in the streets of Duskwall, as in a few corners, not at in all some of the more fancy places, but in a few of the more seedy streets, the tag or name of Duskwall Sparrows is going about, whispered from mouth to mouth.
I will say this. If things had gone to plan, we would have got 0 rep for that mission.
True.
So Irvi did, by shooting someone, get us rep.
Oh my gosh.
Is that positive reinforcement?
That's what Callum is observing mechanically.
I like this Irvi enjoys this mechanical observation. Biv genuinely does not give a shit, but Biv does notice that everybody else seems to give a shit. So at some point during this downtime, we'll be approaching William to discuss potentials of fireable injections.
Sounds fun.
The needle gun is such a good project. That's such a good project. That is awesome.
And it's going to be
wildly complicated.
Yeah.
Well, if I have to go find you the things to make this gun, but that's what I'm bringing to downtime. That's how I'm fixing my problems.
A needle gun. I would love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation, actually. Where would Biv find William? Raccoon. Coon, right?
Yeah, raccoon.
Raccoon.
So he's gonna find a table and I think he believes that after this score, they'll give him enough resources to start building, like to at least afford a tiny battery that he needs to finish the project that he wants to start. Because I think, yeah. So he's just gonna find a table, empty out his backpack, and just be scribbling on it when Biv comes and finds him.
Biv will come in, kind of stand in like the doorway of whatever room you're in, not fully approach. Biss at her heel, and then kind of
Oh, yeah. Hi.
yeah, hi, yeah, yeah, I think I pissed off the other one when the bang happened.
You're gonna have to be more specific. Which one?
Well, maybe all of them.
Because I think you pissed off a few of them.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm specifically meaning like the short one.
Okay.
So, I know you're handy, huh? Would you maybe be able to? You've got those things, and I was thinking long distance with the things.
An injection or a syringe gun? I mean, I have blow darts if you want something immediate, but that sounds cool. I will get to making plans for that. Sure. Sounds fun.
All right. But you blow darts might be, but I don't know how well I'm at the of it all. But because I bang bang. But you let me know what you need to make a syringe shot. Yeah.
Okay.
You can name it. I'm not creative. You let me know and I'll get it for you.
Probably at least parts of like a normal gun. At least, if nothing else. The rest I will let you know once I finish my design.
Okay. I like it. I thank you. And bye.
Maybe like he turns to himself and he says, "Not the most awkward conversation I've had in this week."
Like, I think Biv somewhere in the room is Biz somewhere in the room is cleaning some part of himself, but like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, yeah, interesting. A rifle, a long range rifle that could shoot a syringe bolt. An interesting proposition. Definitely one that would require a certain amount of prep. First of all, now this is the time to get all crazy.
Go through the inventing rules.
Yes. A good time to go through the inventing rules. Yes.
To invent a formula or new design, you must study a long-term project. Most formulas and designs require 8 segments to progress the clock to invent and learn. The player and GM will answer questions about the invention to define what it will do in play and what is required to create it. The player records these answers in their notes for future reference.
Mm-hmm. So it's a process.
Like, yeah, there's a whole 2 pages about how this works.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
can you tell me the page numbers? I'll have it
224 and 225.
Okay.
This is the whole thing that you and I are going to do, my friend, Mr. Toshi.
You two probably do. You two want to read that page to yourselves? The rest of us do our downtime actions.
Yeah. We can go through that. That is definitely going to be an 8 o'clock project. But yeah, so I think that would be more of a thing. So there would be definitely some gathering of things, but we'll get to that. Okay. Biv and Raccoon are taken care of now. No, but
So,
that would be
for this
yeah.
downtime,
Mhm.
I had something else I wanted to craft. Like, so, as least I get to already have one blueprint with me,
Yeah.
right? So, the glove I sent images of ages ago
Yeah.
is something I would like to build.
Could you describe it for us?
So, it's gonna be a black leather glove with basically a shocking glove.
Shocking grasp.
It'll have like a battery, electroplasm battery attached to it. And I can use it to wreck things, I can use it to stun people, depending on how creative I can be with like a glove that does shocking things.
That could be a quick thing, actually. That could be definitely done if you use both your slots of downtime for that.
For crafting, it says you spend one downtime activity to make a tinker roll.
Yeah,
The
but that
difficulty-
depends. Yeah, it depends on the difficulty and the amount of clocks you would have for it.
No,
Okay.
that's not how
Got it.
inventing works.
No? Okay, go ahead.
That's how you create a blueprint. If you have a blueprint, you can craft it. However,
you
to
can
craft
straight
an
up.
item, you, the GM, set a maximum quality, a minimum quality that the crafter has to achieve. So, you basically get one for every dot in Tinker, you get to roll a dice, and then you get on a 1 to 3, the tier of the item quality is -1. 4 to 5, it's equal to your current tier, which is 0, and 6 is tier +1. Critical is tier +2. You can also increase the quality by spending a coin, and if the crew has a workshop, it also gets a +1. So basically, the GM sets a minimum quality level that must be achieved to craft an item based on its magnitude of effects it produces. The GM uses magnitude as a guideline for setting the quality level. It may be higher or lower at the discretion to best describe the nature of the project. An item may be crafted at a higher quality if the player wishes to attempt it.
Okay. Okay. I would say so, especially if you want to use it not just as a people shocker, but to help in unleashing bolts of energy to the point of aiding with a wreck kind of situation, and you wouldn't really have any control mechanism in that necessarily also, so it's not a targeted thing. It's a area if it sparks and continues. Yeah, I mean it would so I would say then so correct me if I'm wrong, the quality would be of a level
6 is the kind of
1 to
range.
6, right? Yeah, I'd say it's a level 3 is
I
what.
would
Yeah.
just to kind of give you an idea, I guess the equivalent is probably, it's pretty Hull levels of building. Most of their stuff is a minimum 5.
5.
A line thrower, which is like what Batman has to go along.
Right.
That's a 2. So it is up to your kind of discretion, but there are examples of a grenade is a 3. Building a grenade,
if a grenade is a 3, this would definitely be a 5. This would definitely be a 5.
Not to be an arsehole, sorry.
Cool. So what do I need to roll?
So
I don't think you can. Because it's impossible for you to hit 5 without spending all of our coin.
Is it? I get a +1 result level with my tools. I have fine tinkering tools, so I get another +1, I think.
Oh,
And I have 2 dots in tinker.
Let me have a look at your guide sheet. Well, that's 2 dice.
Yeah.
So the maximum you can get, if you roll a critical, which is 2 of the same, it's tier +2. So you're starting at a 2 if you get a critical.
Okay.
You get a result level from Artificer. This would probably be Artifice.
Yeah.
So that's 3 if you roll the top maximum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but doesn't he also get a +1 die from his tools?
Fine tinkering tools get you some bonus, right?
No, that's not used in this. It's used in
Okay.
Tinker Rolls in a heist.
Okay.
So the maximum you can get without spending coin is 3.
Oh, okay. Cool. Maybe we can get an upgrade later and use it like as a stun glove right now.
That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
That would be a 3. Yeah.
So, in order to achieve a 3, you must roll. You must roll a critical.
Okay. So the level.
But even if that is so we'll say that this is we'll make this a clock, even if you do not entirely make it in this thing, you will mark off one of the clock segments, so you would have made progress. Yeah.
There is no progress. You either make it or you don't.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God
design
damn it.
things takes time, but building doesn't.
Building doesn't.
It's because the investment on studying to make a blueprint is so immense.
True.
That's why doing as many heists as possible for a lurch is desired, because it takes fucking ages to get things done.
Let's at least try. If we fail, we fail. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I need to roll crits. That is a 1.
Okay. Damn
on
it.
the first dice.
Okay.
And that is a 5 on the second. So.
Oh shit.
So the quality of the item is currently equal to the tier, which is 0 plus 1.
Okay.
Plus 1.
This is unfortunately how the mechanics work.
Fair. But you've gotten some mistakes that you might have had, which you did, and now you have a better idea of the final product in mind. Yeah.
Oops. Let's say the battery I had blows up, and now I have those comically sparky hair and my charcoal all over my face for no reason.
Let's go. All right. So that's your downtime. That was one of your things. Do you have anything else that you wanted to do?
I could, on the side, start working on the blueprint for the gun.
Yeah, fair enough. You've started on your first clock for that. All right. Samba, what would Samba like to do during his downtime? Steve,
are you alive?
Oh, hey. Sorry, I stepped away for a minute. What's up?
what would Mob Daddy want to do during his downtime?
So, 2 things I want to do. One is So the vibe for this character initially was basically Pablo Escobar, right? That was the initial vibe. Not in terms of the gang affiliation, but in terms of the community outreach. So I want to spend one of my downtime moments or actions, whatever, to go out and talk to the community. What are the constraints? What are the issues that they're dealing with? Is there a mob boss who's overcharging interest on loans? Is there someone who's causing other issues? Is there a pack of stray dogs that are biting kids? Is there something that we can help with? And I want to use that as a way to reduce heat in a way that I'm doing community outreach and connecting with the people around us so that they will trust us and be less likely to give us up to the cops if that issue arises. If that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm just looking for the heat page. Give me a second. Wait. Dude, where is it? Heat, 147. Yeah. That is very easily done. So actually tell me, so how does that sound? What does that sound like to you, Steve? What would Samba be using from his skill set that he would use to facilitate this?
I think probably command.
Command.
Where it's
Okay.
like I'm putting myself out there, giving them this resource, but also in like a authoritative figure way, where it is very much not implied, very much not obvious, or like wait, it is very much obvious and implied that you help us, we help you kind of situation, but it is not stated outright. So it's more of like we're here to help and we're here to support, and the caveat is that you will help us if we need it. So it is basically literally Pablo Escobar building schools for kids, so that the communities will trust him and they will not give him up if the police come to raid his compound. That is literally it.
Okay. I'd say this is so the effect that you kind of want to do is quite immense, actually, from a single thing. I would say that would be a desperate role.
Okay.
And in this moment, I think this would be, it's perfect how the story sometimes writes itself, because Samba Falcone, as you step out and you do these things, sparkling in the assured confidence and easy charisma that you use, you can certainly please roll a command roll for me. It would be desperate. The effect would be great.
Okay.
But when you kind of step into that mindset of like, okay, I'm going to do it, there is a little moment where the world itself seems to pause, and the entirety of yourself also just seems to stick in that moment. You can't move. Your eyes frozen in the direction which it was before you are aware but no longer conscious of the body. The world bleeds away, and through the moving threshold of texture, a voice comes out. This sounds like something you really want to happen.
Hello? What the fuck?
Almost a kind of lingering kind of grasp on your right shoulder, but nothing. Hello. I understand that this might be new, but trust me, we're always here listening. And if you, mortal like you, want something to happen, old Salazar wouldn't mind helping if you make a bargain with me. And the blackness around you kind of starts to get a little lighter, and you seem to be kind of wrapped in chains, but like little helpless almost, but a shape of what clearly is a demon appears out of the ether. This is a mechanic that happens in Blades in the Dark, where sometimes you can enter into a agreement with the demon to aid one more dice to your roll.
However, mechanically, that's not how heat works.
Yeah. Oh, for heat.
Reduce heat rolls don't do this.
Okay. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But I was just
No,
like,
it's fine.
this
I
is
think,
a nice place to.
yeah.
This is a nice place to add it, though. I feel
Yeah, just because it doesn't have positions. You know, like
it
it's
doesn't
not
have
desperate
positions. Oh,
or
okay,
effect.
okay.
It's simply
okay.
you roll the stat, and depending on your result. So you could, I think, a devil's bargain is fine.
Mhm.
I'm going to shut up because I am going to keep being an arsehole about this. So, but just yeah,
No.
because also the devil's bargain doesn't actually mean a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
You're not an asshole, you're a walking SRD.
It's a deal with the GM.
This is
It's
this
not
is true.
actually
This
a
is
devil's
true.
bargain. But you can,
But
you
there
can present
are
them as a devil's bargain.
They are. I take them as literal devils, like So I choose to do it that way.
Yeah, no,
But
that's fair.
yeah.
Samba, immediately his expression turns from confusion to surprise to more than a little turned on. This is. I didn't know chains were involved. This is kind of hot. What is the bargain? Do you want to like ravage my soul and my, you know what I mean? Is that the bargain?
That would be a gift for you.
Because that's kind of hot. Are we like?
Giving gifts.
I can't hear you, Adi. It's too low.
I'm not into giving gifts just yet.
Oh, well, that's okay. I can give. I'm very good at giving too. Yeah, I can receive later. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I see this may have been a mistake.
No way.
Addy, you always choose voices that are too low for subtitles to understand.
I'm
Not
so
just-
sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah.
Wait, no. I'm willing to make a deal or two, as long as we both have a little bit of fun out of it. Because otherwise, what's the point?
I
What are
haven't
you
started
offering?
looking for a new boy toy just yet. I'll keep you in mind, but I would rather prefer something else. I'll, you present an interesting choice, little mortal. I shall think on it.
Wait, is
And
that it? Are you leaving?
yeah, he steps off.
Wow, I scared off a fucking demon. That's I can't decide if I should be proud of my abilities or if I should be depressed that not even a demon wants to fuck me. So
Please, Mr. Demon, I'm so dealable. Please make a deal with me.
I'm not gonna lie, Salazar did not expect that. Fair.
listen,
I expected that.
Yeah, of course.
Salazar did not.
Samba has a reputation amongst the mortal realm, and now he's going to have a reputation in the supernatural realm as well.
Yeah.
News is going to
Really don't
spread
make
like
a deal with that guy.
Yeah,
He's an
no.
absolute freak.
It's going to be next time a demon shows up, it's like, oh, I hear you want. Oh, not this guy. Never mind. Bye. Oh, that's great.
So wait, yeah. What is the wait? I'm looking at the heat page. How is there? Is there a page for dealing with heat, downtime?
It's just
heat.
listed in the on page God above.
Wait, fuck.
145. No, 155. Reduce heat. Say what your character does. Roll a die. Reduce heat according to the result.
All right. So roll how many ever dice you have for command. Add in a dice from the Devil's Bargain, just because I wanted to introduce the mechanic. Because in my game, devils are a thing, and sometimes they make deals for things.
Yeah, I remember when you did the one shot and you did the Devil's Bargain with Mike, I believe, where it was like you have to bring him the body of some dude's kid or something like that. It was so fucking wild, bro. Out of left field, I was half asleep when I heard that. I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about? What do you mean? This is a charity stream. What the fuck?" Anyway. Yeah, so I just roll my regular 2d6 then?
2d6 and add another d6 from the Devil's Bargain.
Oh, I still get it. Nice. Now that is what I like to see.
The cost was your embarrassment.
No, not mine, his.
Yeah.
That's a 2, a 5, and a 2. So 5.
Oh, it's 2
5.
twos. Oh, we have to be all the same to get a critical and ignore me.
Yeah. So the highest roll is a 5, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You reduce 2 heat.
You reduce 2 heat. So your current
Nice.
heat as a crew is just 1. Let's go.
The way that I'm going to flavor this is when I go talk to the people, I find out that they're in dire need of medicines, and when we go deliver the guns, I strike a deal with the fuckers whose name I forgot to give us some medicine to help the kids. I don't tell them it's for the kids. I just tell them we need some medicines, supplies, and we get some medicines and I distribute them amongst the kids. That's or like the people who use it for themselves and their kids.
That would definitely be a scene, I think, because so many ways that would kind of go. So
Sure.
Yeah, and like they're in the middle of a war. They're not just going to give away medicine.
Yeah, very, very difficult proposition, I'd say.
Okay, so then let me think of something else. Wait. I think we're going to stick with the dogs thing then. A bunch of wild dogs who have rabies are biting kids. and we decide to run them out of town.
All right. Cool.
Right? And this is more so to protect ourselves, but also to protect Biss, because rabies can spread, and we don't want Biss to get hurt either. So,
Honestly, this would be hard to find in Brightstone.
fuck.
Like,
Okay, wait. Let me.
because it is one of the the more rich places.
Steve,
Hmm.
you can simplify. You can simplify right down to I spend some time with the refugees on the Lamond estate, and that is all you need to know.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I spent some time with the refugees at the
I
Lamont
get what
estate.
you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, I get
You're
it.
asking chronic overthinkers to simplify things.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that
detail
works.
is not important.
Mhm.
Sure, yeah,
I know.
that works.
I know that I'm being detail oriented on the system, but when you do stuff, you just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the best around. You just do shit.
Yeah. So that is two of your thing. That's one thing. Sorry, yes, one
Yeah.
more. What's the next?
I would like to do some training in my skills, and I would
Okay.
like to improve my command skill.
So
That
you have
is-
to invest in the overall category.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll invest in resolve then.
So you put 1 mark in resolve.
Yeah. Nice.
And we still didn't do the crew XP that you got as well, right?
Oh yeah. All right.
So going back to that, as a crew, as a crew, you did execute a successful smuggling operation.
Yep.
And you have acquired new clients. So so 2 XP from that,
Be content with something above our current station.
3 XP. You did bolster your crew, and the reputation hasn't changed. It's still strange, but it's definitely a reputation. But yeah, so that's 4 XP. And what do you all think? Have you, as a group, expressed the goals, drives, inner conflict, and essential nature of the crew?
I don't
Goals
think
for
that's good at all.
sure.
Fuck yes.
Inner conflict
Yeah.
for sure, right? Because we fought about it.
Yeah.
Goals and drives. We wanted to do some smuggling. We did. Our drive was to help kids. I just helped some kids. So I think we've done all of that.
Yeah.
So
It's either 1 or 2 XP for that, depending on your read of Addy.
I'd
Yeah.
like to ask for 2.
yeah, that's what I was just about to
you
say.
know, yeah, I just
That's right.
the
Bully the GM.
earnest
Well,
the earnest question. I love it. I will give it to you. You have leveled up, crew. You have gotten enough to
Wait.
level up, I would say, because it did come to that, right? Because
Uh,
there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that did
6, 7. By my
6,
count.
7. Yeah, 6, 7. So it didn't it come up to
We're
the
one
full?
away from leveling up.
Oh, we're 1 away. Oh fuck! Sorry,
We're 1 away.
My math is terrible.
I'm sorry. I'm being an
No.
being an admin today.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But that's quite cool. That is very close to a level up where you can you can choose at that point. You can choose 2 things to do, right? Caleb?
Sorry.
When you level up as a crew, what can you do? You can choose two things, right?
You either get an upgrade for the crew or a new move.
Like a special ability or an upgrade for the crew.
Let me double check. It might just be special ability, actually. I think crew upgrades comes from rare. Fuck.
But okay.
Hold the line. Come back to me.
Yeah.
Do you want to do downtime actions?
Yeah. Bhiv, you also have just essentially done, like, you've used only one downtime thing. What would you like to finish off with yours? The second activity for your downtime?
Oh, goodness gracious. We talked to Raccoon, getting something going there. I guess the other thing would be, oh goodness, I hadn't really gotten that far. I'm gonna be good and not do vice things. Let's do some training.
Okay.
I would like to just work on prowess of some sort is what I'm going for.
2 points.
Just a little, maybe we do a little wrestling with Biss and some of the like younger adult. I understand I can just say I train in prowess, but there it is. We're doing some wrestling, some little physical fun stuff in the backyard.
Cool. Ray Lamond, what is happening with you?
I would like to take care of some of the heat, reduce the heat on us.
Okay.
I would like to do that by would it be possible to blackmail the Eruvian consulate to take some of the heat off of us?
Ooh. Nice. Yeah. That would be very, very much a possibility, I would say. Indeed. That could, yeah. To facilitate this stream of possibility, what would Corvus do? What skill would they use?
Way.
Yeah, what skill would Way in this instance use?
Yeah, sway.
Sway? Oh, sorry. I heard Way, so I was so confused for a second. Like, so sorry. But sway, yeah, that makes sense. Please make the roll.
Fantastic.
The highest is a 4.
That still works out, I think, because you only had one heat left. So yeah, you have no heat on you. Things have quietened down. The Eruvian consulate is a little embarrassed that open connections with the red sashes may have gotten out, but now they haven't. Yeah. Okay. That is definitely one. What is the other thing you'd like to do?
I would also like to train. And I would like to train in prowess.
Yeah. So 2 points.
So that would mean I get a pip in.
No. So right now you'd essentially get the 2 points here. You see, yeah. So you get 2 points there. 1, 2.
Wait, it's 2 points. I only give myself 1. Let me fix that.
No.
Wait,
Because you were doing insight rather than sorry,
Yeah.
you were doing resolve rather than prowess. We have a
Yeah.
prowess trainer.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Explain this to me again. How training works.
If you look at your character sheet, you have the playbook, the insight, the prowess, and resolve in the black box, and next to it are some small boxes, right?
Yeah.
Those are your XP trackers. You must fill those up with XP in order to level something up.
Okay. Okay.
So
I get
prowess,
it now.
yeah.
Okay. So 2 pips there instead of
Yeah.
in a skill.
Yes.
So
And then when you level that up, you get to put a pip into one of the skills underneath it.
Yeah.
okay. I got you now.
Perfect. So that is Way Lamont taken care of as well. Ulvi is done with Viv. Caleb, are we done with Tulare? Oh, okay. Wait. William, what's up with Raccoon? Like he's also started one, and he started the other one for
Yeah.
this one. Yeah. Okay. You are also
We use
done.
both.
You're also done. Steve, you reduced the heat, and what is the second thing that Samba wanted to do?
I
Trained
trained
in
in resolve. Yeah.
insight.
Trained in resolve, right? Yeah. All right.
Um,
And Caleb?
So yes, when we advance the crew, we either get a special ability or 2 boxes of upgrades.
Okay.
In terms of what I would like to do in downtime, great question. What have I got on my sheet? Hello. I will mark. I'm going to train in some prowess.
Okay. 2 points.
I guess the question I have is us getting the stuff we stole to the our clients a job in itself?
Lamb
Or is
blacks.
the lamp blacks? Is that a job in itself? Because if it
I
is,
know.
I have an idea of what I want to do. If it's not, and we do it as an intercut, I'll do something else.
I know last week when we'd been talking about our last session, whenever we had talked about it, we had split it up into 2 separate things because we had talked about doing a transport. Granted, can rewire or whatever, but
Okay. Yeah.
I think we can say that like the coin we got from this was we've taken some of the items for ourselves as a cut from the horde, and then this will be us transporting things from A to B. In which case, I would like to spend time acquiring an asset for temporary use.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to acquire a carriage.
All right. Oh, interesting. What are the mechanics involved?
Let me go find out.
See, when people are openly like like be like admin people, I have no problems because then I can just like do all the the mechanics like off sourcing.
I am currently outsourcing. Great. Temporary use. To acquire an asset, roll the crew's tier. Based on the results, indicate the quality of the asset you get using the crew's tier as its base.
And acquiring an asset allows you to essentially do what?
Get access to something for a heist.
Specifically for a heist, so that you don't have to do the flashback or take the additional stress. Interesting.
So this is temporarily acquiring something.
The carriage, yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's the idea. So minimum quality.
Vehicle.
Roll the crew's tier. Our tier is 0. I don't know if I can do this.
Hmm.
I think I'm buggered, actually.
Yeah, because you are still a tier 0.
Okay, never mind. There goes that plan. Well, we've already lost all our heat. You know what? Fuck it. I am in a mood because the heist went wrong, so I am going to train in insight.
Ooh, okay.
My 2 actions were just training. So Talari just enters a training montage.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so you can take two bits there.
Yep. All sorted.
All right. It is definitely a bit of time. Steve, what was Samba's second thing that I think we hadn't entirely finished, right? What was that?
No, I helped the kids. Like I spent some time with the refugees, and then I
Yeah,
did some training.
that would yeah. So you haven't got the medicines and all that. That hasn't been.
No medicine. I decided not to do that. Yeah.
Fair. All right. Cool. So I think fair enough. We have actually finished the downtime. We still have a bit of the session left, so we can go into a break, and when we come back, we can potentially start looking for another score, or decide to, finish off or decide how you want to approach the delivery of the goods to Bazo Baz and the Lamplax. So, yeah. So let's go for a break, and everyone do their thing, get their water, get their food, and we shall be back in 15 minutes to go into the rest of Murky Tuesdays. See y'all. Hello. Welcome back. As we have come to what is mostly the end of the first downtime that the Duskwall Sparrows have had, we now get to the point where you have a bunch of guns that have been smuggled from your operations, and you have a client who still has to get it. What's happening?
I mean, if it's a job, we go into the job, but our characters might want to rest. It also depends on how much time we have left in the session. Because if we start the heist,
Yeah,
it's a heist.
It'll be a bit much.
Yeah.
Denver, how much more time do we have for you?
About another hour.
About another hour? Okay.
Should we have some in-character interactions?
Should we have some? Sorry.
In-character interactions
Oh yeah, please.
instead of going into another heist.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would always support that. I love seeing happy, especially when people do it well. That's low key, like my goal as DM always. I think just to play with cool people.
Okay. So
Larry.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
No,
I've
I
talked
had
too much.
nothing.
Shut me up.
I had nothing. I was literally just riffing.
Okay. So Larry is going to go and talk to Biv.
Oh, this should be good.
This will be great.
I'm getting. Fuck. I don't have popcorn. God damn it.
Where would I find Biv?
You can popcorn.
It's gonna depend on what part of the day we're in, because after approaching William, they have gone into the backyard to, train, as it will, practicing some skirmishing, just having a ragtag wrestle in the back. Afterwards would just be on the roof.
Mhm.
She likes the roof.
I think as you're training, because I also did some training, Larry coughs. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to shoot me now as well?
I mean, if you'd like to get shot, I will.
Oh, did you know the foreman? Did he like getting shot? Is that what you were doing? Was it a whole kink that you have going on? It might have gone a little bit far. He did seem to blow quite a lot. His head all over the floor.
Yeah. Gets messy sometimes.
You made that more complicated than it needed to be. Not only did I have to cover up a body, we also had to rush to get out before the ghost warden showed up.
Yeah. But we made it. We could go in with a little bit more clear intentions instead of you just yelling at everyone all the time, you know? Maybe if you express that you're going to go in and cut communications lines and actually discuss with the team your plans and clarity.
I'm not used to working with other people. I'm usually by myself on my boat.
Wonder why.
Point taken. I didn't come here to scold you as much as it seems like I did. No, I did come here to scold you. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, though, I've already got plans in the making on how to remedy this situation in the further, because, I like to be more problem solution oriented than just...
There are absolutely times where you will be needed. We're about to go into a war zone on a boat with a pile of guns. You are going to be our lifeline. No one else here can fight to save their ass. We could lose someone. It'd be a shame, but we could. I'm not saying that I have a preference on who that would be, but it wouldn't be you.
I appreciate... Can I know your I'm just genuinely curious if our preferences might align.
About who you want to save if the choice came down.
There's
a tier system.
I'm not.
So it goes me, then you.
Okay. All right.
We are currently living in Boss Lamont's house, so we'll probably put Boss Lamont next.
I do like that.
A tinker's always useful to have around, so we'll keep the student.
I've been a fan of
and then if it comes down to it, I mean, Big Daddy brought us all together, but
we're together, so I follow.
Yeah, exactly. We're together now. We don't have to need. We don't need a clue anymore.
Not that I'm saying it would ever come down to that, but I do respect your
trust in your skills.
opinion
It won't come down
when
to
it
that.
comes to. Because it does take a certain skill to get around about and do all this by yourself, but I just wanted to get clarity as
it makes a lot of sense. We had to set priorities. That's how things work.
Expectations, yes.
Yeah. I was going to do some training if you wanted to, we could do it collectively.
Yeah, well, teamwork and collaboration. I like it.
Exactly.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good talk.
Good. Yeah. If well, future. Yeah, I'm going to shut up now.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you know?
What? How are you? What are you
Endings
training
in
physically, or are
working
you training your
relationship.
accuracy?
No, physical training, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I feel pretty good, but sometimes I'm a bit nervous if things come down to a hand-to-hand situation with these red sashes and such. So.
Okay. Yeah. I think Taleri will lock up with you if you allow them,
Oh yeah,
and you do a bit of a wrestle and some
bit of a wrestle.
a bit of a wrestle, a bit of a punchy, swift. Yeah.
Yeah, got the dexterity. I like it.
Yeah. Cool. Not avoiding Boss Lamont at all.
Outside, you are participating with her with their refugees. If they look out the window, like it's you fitting in.
I'm right here. I've not. It's fine. We're all good.
Who else would like to launch into a scene? Anyone have anything in mind that they'd want to explore?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the what's her name? Stasia, an apothecary in one of my clever friends list.
Mhm.
I need, since we've done one successful heist, I'm gonna get everybody drugs.
God.
Easily
Recreational.
Yes,
recreational drugs. Yeah.
recreational drugs.
Easy enough to do so. You are a college student. The first people to ask for, generally.
Not wrong.
Yep. I know my audience. Yeah. Easy enough to do. What would you like? Do you get is it just do you want to just get weed, or do you get full cocktail cornucopia of offerings?
And let's start with weed. I don't know them that well.
Oh, fair enough.
Once we get around to becoming a little more friendly, we'll get better drugs.
No, you managed to score some it's pretty solid amount of weed, I'd say. Yeah, easy enough.
I bring it.
Yeah, I'm not even asked to make a roll for that. It's going to be easy enough to do. Yeah. So who stumbles into William walking into Lamond Manor, looking a little shady? He has a grin on his face. Hey, Steve, I choose you.
Okay.
I could
Okay.
just
No,
Gerard, but
wait. Steve.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because I'm a Pokemon and I just say my name. One of the rare cases where it's actually funnier if you explain the joke. Yeah. I'm gonna go to.
Or you were trying to wake your own brain up and go, Steve, wake up. Steve, you're in the middle of the scene. Go, wake up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Boss Lamond.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're completely ignoring this college student who just walked into the manor with a lot of weed.
I completely missed that. What? Repeat that.
This is why I was like, that's what you were doing. You were waking your brain up.
I thought as well. It's okay, Steve. So essentially, I volunteered you to be the person who encounters William walking back into the manor, looking a little shifty with a wide grin on his face.
I have just
a Pink Panther tune humming in the background.
Yeah. I have just exited from the pantry with a plate full of food. and I look over at William, and I lock eyes, and I squint slightly, and I wordlessly offer him some food.
We're gonna need that for after something I've planned.
What do you?
Do you mind if we call everybody in the big room that we all met in?
I don't like the look on your face. What are you planning?
Oh, I have a celebration planned for our first heist as a group.
Oh, did you bake us a cake?
In a way, sure. We can say that.
Oh, okay. I just yell out loud. Oi, Biv, Larry, Boss Lamond, meeting room, 5 minutes.
Nothing subtle about Samba at all.
Nope. Why would I waste the time to go look for them and then invite them back and then go look for the other one and then invite them and go look for the third one when I can just yell? Why do many things when one thing do work?
I can just picture Gerard's disapproving look right now.
Yeah, I blow him another kiss. It's fine. One of these days.
So
does
once
everybody
everybody
show up,
in
or-
the room,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be like, I don't know how you old folks celebrate fun things, but I brought gifts, like to celebrate the successful heist. There's joints, there's brownies, and there's just like a whole bag as well. Whatever you want to do, up to you.
Instead of brownies, they're algae cakes, but yes.
Right, algae cakes. So yeah. Happy heist, everyone.
Oh,
And he takes one and starts lighting it.
I don't think Sama realizes that these are like laced.
Special
And he
cake.
just grabs two. And he just, before you can even say anything, they're already down. He's like, oh, those aren't very filling, but then they don't taste great either. There's, But I appreciate the effort, though. It really means a lot. Thank you for thinking of us in these trying times. I know it's not. Whoa. Why do I have 4 hands?
That is a strong dose. If it's only 2 brownies that's making you do that.
So immediate.
It's either that or your stamina is shite.
Both.
Oh, is this why you called us all here? I thought we were gonna no. Thank you.
Really? A little bit.
This is not my cup of tea, you might say.
These aren't tea. This is a cake.
It's drugs, you fool.
What? Teleri, why do you have a second head? What is going on?
It seems like your student has brought us recreational drugs and you have gotten high on them.
Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. And
What I will say is if you have an apothecary you got these for, it might be worth asking if she needs a new supplier.
The next time I go see her, this is all of the stash I have right now.
This is a good source of money if we can find the right network. But it won't come without stepping on some toes.
Yeah. I was going to ask, do we have like places we can source it from?
We can find out if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure Boss Lamond won't mind. It's clearly medicinal.
The,
Is Boss Lamont a
what do
stoner?
you mean I took drugs? And if you've seen Family Guy, you know, there's that one Stewie meme where he's just rocking back and forth. That is Samba right now. It's like shapes
Shapes into
and
the
colors.
brownies. Algae cakes.
Shapes and colors.
Next time, only one at a time, not two at a time.
I didn't. No, but. Whoa! I've never. Have you seen a brew? Have you ever seen a blue that bright? He just points in the direction of nothing.
Turns to Biff.
The blue in
See?
the air reaches out and says in very calming vibe, hello.
Yo, it's talking to me. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Good for you.
No, we've been told to be careful about you. Bye.
What?
Goes away.
He is toasty.
No, don't leave me. It's scary here with all these people.
Damn.
Does Biv consume any?
Biv would probably have an algae cake. Algae cakes are delectable, and you know, if they help with nap time, sleep time later, that's a little added bonus. Granted, now these aren't as fun as some of the other consumables out there, but you know, we're having a chill time.
Watching Samba's reaction is
Yeah,
worth it.
it's one of those just like
Oh no, we lost Toshi.
this buddy
There he
needs
Mm-hmm.
needs
I
some
am
sort
back.
of assistance.
Nice. Yeah.
You know,
J-
next
J-
time I need to put you all to sleep. Now I know how.
Gerard does come in with a tea set, like, because Boss Lamont doesn't indulge, right?
No.
Yeah, he does come in later with a tea set, and like, you know, it's that old delicious like, you know, bone china set again
With the good tea.
with the good tea.
Once again, Teleri is embraced in the ritual of it, does not care for the tea.
Gerard does just he at this point, I think his face is more or less frozen in a permanent look of slight disapproval.
Just wave at Gerard. Gerard, hi. Thank you for that is so pretty. That china is so pretty. You just know it tastes crunchy. Can I?
No, please don't. No,
Teleri has a blade in her hand.
They will make Samba sit down.
Noble, this is most concerning. I was ensured that this would be protected.
You know, if you turn off all the lights and you shine a flashlight on this tea set, it'll send lights everywhere, and it'll like sparkle and glitter. I think that'll be really pretty because we can't see the stars. Might as well see whatever this is.
Why don't we try it? And I move towards turning the lights off.
Doesn't exist yet.
Or that is perhaps the balcony, but who am I to say anything?
It seems he got in a special algae cake. One too many.
Oh.
You should have one, and I offer him the.
No, thank you, sir.
Come on, loosen up a little. Look at me. I'm cool as a cucumber, and he waves his hands up and down. He's like, whoa. Okay, I can see the.
The amount the eyebrow raises enough in that moment is in itself enough to raise his hairline a little bit, like that's how high it goes. But like yes.
Apologies, Gerard.
Mm. Yes, madam. Yes, devil.
We will make sure he rests.
Indeed.
What do you mean rest? I have not felt this alive in my entire life, and you want me to rest right now? No, I want to experience life and joy and
Imagine how soft blankets will be, and how
Yes.
lovely.
I predict this one's crash is going to be legendary.
Gerard, could you bring us some standard RG cakes? I think he's gonna need some.
yeah, something sweet and food. I need food. Where is food?
Well, we do have some bran cake that is left over, so I can bring that. This being a noble house has slightly better fare than most of the others. But yes.
Perhaps I will send him to see Mama, and perhaps she will be able to sort him out.
No,
And now I feel now William starts feeling guilty that he has to talk to Mama.
the minute you mentioned Mama, Samba starts whispering, singing under his breath, "Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my
Hilary
trigger,
turns
now
to him.
he's dead."
And it's like,
Mama.
now, if you have used a drug on someone and are not going down this quickly, what you can do, and Talai's going to get behind
No.
Samba, and it's going to do a chokehold to put him to sleep.
I'm sorry, that the mental image is that she's just dangling on his back.
Yeah.
Yep. Biv is going to drink your tea during this display. It's the equivalent of popcorn for us right now. It's okay, all right.
Are you okay with me doing
No.
it?
We're going to try to get you
Yeah.
down because
think that's
this is entertaining as fuck.
Yeah. She jumps on your back and is just like,
No, I think
didn't
we
think
need to.
this through.
How do we? I feel like this should be a contested role to see if they're strong enough.
Let's do it. Like, what would the roles that the two of you want to bring forward in this contested role?
this is a finesse role in my eyes, because
Finesse
this
role,
is
yeah.
not a tank for strength, because he's
Yeah.
clearly inebriated. It is simply like
And
a
he's built like a brick shit house.
technical
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah. Aikido,
doing-
Aikido kind of like
Yeah.
go with the flow kind of scene. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm using wrestling.
Samba, what Steve? What do you think Samba's gonna?
I think it's
do
finesse for me as well, right? Like, because I'm trying to escape from their grasp, and I'm gonna start. Like, if they try to latch on to me, I'm gonna try to leave.
Given how
and
high
dance.
high you are, you would be doing
Oh,
this at a
So
disadvantage.
she had the power go out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I still have network for a bit, so it's fine.
5.
So how does? Okay,
You take the lower roll.
okay, fair. I got a 6 and a 2. Fuck, dude, I got a 6 though.
Doesn't matter. It's a disadvantage, biatch.
Saba, you have a few words you can squirm out before you.
I will
eventually-
just keep singing, and I just look at Bhiv, and I'm like, "Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head,
Okay,
pulled my trigger."
careful, because we might get copyright strike.
Yeah,
Because Steve's voice is like an angel and accurate to the original song.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we still might get copyright strike. So
and just slowly while singing, and then you just start hearing snoring. He doesn't even like fall over. just sitting back in his chair while Hilary is still hanging on to him. He just falls
I feel like
asleep.
Hilary's had to adjust herself so that she doesn't get crushed by you on the chair.
Could that be another finesse roll?
Five does much better than a 2. 2 is a failure. But yeah. Samba is out for the night.
Yeah, just
I see.
snoring.
That's why we were practicing.
I suppose I shall have to bring some blankets. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
That's your discretion. There's no need. Though you might want to watch him to make sure he doesn't,
At the end of the day, Mr. Falcone is a guest of the Lamont, and he should be treated as such.
So you do have a heart in there somewhere.
I shall
I
get
think
the
it
thin
is
sheets. That should suffice.
He squirms and walks out.
I'm not going to apologize, Lamont.
no more of this bullshit. No lying. No more lying by omission or outright deception.
Okay. I can understand what you're saying. I would simply say, then, if a deal comes up for us to smuggle weapons, I still see no reason not to.
Keep in mind, trust is not easily earned, but it is easily fractured.
This city runs on blood. Ours, theirs, the leviathans.
It's one
Trying
thing.
to resist that gets you put out with the ghosts.
It's one thing if happens during heist. It's another thing to be supplying the tools of murder.
How does war end?
With bloodshed. Always with bloodshed and sacrifice.
Would you not prefer to supply weapons to people who will take control better? If the war's already going to happen, why not adjust the scale?
Because scales can easily tip back other way.
That is the game we play. The game you play by putting your refugees on your land. How long until someone else tips the scale against you?
Heavier hand you got, harder it is to tip a scale.
You have been getting few rumors from Gerard that there are a few. There's a little hubbub about the refugee camp in Brightstone, and one of the best neighborhoods. The equivalent of many how HOAs are going crazy.
I'm not part of an HOA.
That reminds me, everyone. So the Red Sashes were trying to recruit kids, or at least trying to work with the orphanage.
All of them,
Yeah.
all of them at different points hire as many people and a lot of orphans from the orphanage in question. Yes, Strathmill.
Right.
Where did you grow up?
Peruvian consulate embarrassed by Red Sash connections. I make sure they aware that I know.
But you did pass over the. Did you pass over the information entirely, or did you keep a copy, or what's up?
We stole some documents, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. I basically bullied the Peruvian consulate into either they keep quiet about our involvement or
Yeah.
I go public with all the documents.
Yeah. So there were no charges brought up, and some quiet things that happen in the background. Little heat disappeared. Indeed. Mhm.
The reason why I bring up the consulate trying to approach the orphanage is we should keep an eye out on our refugee camp as well, because this, for a lot of factions, this is an untapped source of manpower that they might want to approach. So we should keep an ear out at the refugee camp just about the general gossip or offers of joining them. We could even get some work through these refugees. We don't know.
Where did you grow up? Can I ask, William?
For me, I'm not from here, not from around.
That's very apparent. In Duskvol, you start work the moment you're born.
Just so you know, I don't come from a lot of privilege either. I
Speak like
worked
someone who does.
for. I'm a student. I have to learn to fit in with the higher class a little. But trust me, I did not come here because of my privileges. I came here. There's a reason why
May not
I'm
always
working with
see
you
privilege.
guys.
May not always see privilege, but it's always present.
Believe about me, whatever you all might.
Children, adults, there's very little line between them here in Duskvol. You are alive, you're useful, or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Even the dead keep walking.
I know that. I've studied about it.
You've never been outside the ghost field? Or how did you get here? Train?
Not so many questions for today,
Fine.
I'd say. Maybe you earn a little bit more of my trust by not lying to me about the next heist, and I'll answer some. Fair enough? Just because I've been nice and cooperative doesn't mean you get to interrogate me.
You've already told me enough.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a long day. The celebrations and the contemplation of the after has been done. Everyone has leveled up. The crew has leveled up. You've all taken your experience points and etc. Right? Everything's been
Yeah.
done.
I sorted it.
The entirety of the downtime is over, and we shall come back to the next session and see what the sparrows do and move from. So catch you next time. But till then, I have been here with my amazing players and shall go, but this time by the order in the stream. Denver, take us off.
Hey y'all, I'm Denver. I played Vale Corvus Lamond, the Whisper of the Party. And you can find me on Blue Sky as Dendidius or here on Twitch as DJD20. And keep an eye out, because I'll be running a D&D game very soon on Pantsless tables.
Let's go. Yes, indeed, indeed. Denver, popcorn it off to somebody else, and then they shall do so as well.
Popcorn it over to William while we still have him, or Toshi while we still have him.
Hi, I've been Toshi. I play William Frost. And you can find me on Coffee and Toast on Instagram.
Let's go.
Let's go with Urvi next.
Howdy, thanks. Hi, I'm Urvi Fitz. You can find me across the internet, aka on TikTok and Blue Sky, as Caesar Slod. Otherwise, just type in Urvi Fitz. I'm literally the only one out there. I've checked multiple times. If you're interested in playing a game with me, you can check me out on Start Playing. I host games there regularly, as well as being a GM for hire. Otherwise, you can catch me here on alternating Tuesdays playing the Hound and Shattered Tabletop Gaming. I will be there every third Thursday this year, playing a nice little wholesome game of Wild Sea. We run a little food ship. It's super cute. I play characters that eat. But I think that's all right now, folks. Don't forget to check in on your neighbors. Popcorning it over to Steve.
Hello, hi. I'm Steve, also known as Sassy Pants. I run Pantsless tables and other related things. I played Big Boss Samba Man, Daddy Falcon, whatever else you want to call him. And I got to pretend to be high for the first time in a very long time today. So that was exciting. And yeah, we have a bunch of new stuff happening. Callum's running a new game starting May 4th, it is not a Star Wars game, surprisingly, but it is starting May 4th. And Dan was starting a new game May 13th, which is a D&D game. Good vibes, even better people. And we're launching merch soon. I don't know when it's going to happen. Probably not this month. And keep your eyes peeled for a very interesting announcement tomorrow for the thing that Callum and I did today.
We're in so much trouble.
Now you've got me intrigued.
We're gonna launch the poster tomorrow, I think. And then we're going to launch the thing.
I can get the edit done today. Yeah. I will send you the edit by the end of the day.
No, true. But like, I want to give it at least 24 hours for the poster to marinate, so that people can.
Posters and marinate. Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Right. So and then we drop on Thursday, because Thursday we have nothing planned, and initial plan was to make this a Patreon exclusive, but I don't think that's happening. It's just going to be a regular thing, but it's going to be a thing. TM. And we are very excited. And I'm going to popcorn it over to Callum.
Over the moon. Everyone else hates it.
Nobody knows what it is technically, but yes. I'm going to popcorn it over to Callum to keep it going.
Yeah. Hello, I have been Callum and will continue to be so. You just won't see or hear me unless you find me at some of the other places I'm at. I'm at Theatre Callum on Blue Sky. You will find me here running a new game soon. You will find me on Thursday with a new thing that me and Steve did that made us almost late to this session. You can also find me over at House of Dreams every Thursday running a Vampire the Masquerade campaign, Dead at Heart. Last week, I basically did a sex scene on Twitch, and I'm deeply apologetic for that.
Excuse me, what?
You not heard about
Where
this,
can
Steve?
I go watch this?
Yeah. It's at House of Dreams. It's about an hour in.
Damn, son.
No, it's a great set. It's actually one of my favorite sessions. There was so much good stuff in there and great work.
Nice.
Yeah. Apart from that, I produce over there at House of Dreams. I'm also a producer here. Oh no, I'm not. Steve hasn't announced that. Never mind. Well, now you know.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, Callum is going to be producing that
too.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be producing my game. I might start producing some of this to help take the pressure off, especially if this is the day we record our other project. Anyway, yeah, that's me. Bye bye. I have to pop comment to anyone else. Addy.
Hello, people of the internet. I've been Adi MK. I have been the game master of Murky Tuesdays, and I love facilitating this interesting blend of things that is happening on screen. Yeah. I do things on Pantsless tables. Steve may or not be involved at times, but things happen. And I also I was part of a stream on House of Dreams as well. It was an amazing Wanderhome campaign that was such an amazing introduction to the system and the lore of hate. And it was fantastic. You should check it out. They have an upcoming season coming up also that's really going to be killer.
Every Sunday. You
every
can catch the rest of
Sunday.
the series on YouTube.
Yes. I also DM a homebrew 5e campaign called The Tides of Atlantis, which is a Calamity game every Thursday. But yeah. Otherwise, you can usually catch me on Pantsless tables because I love the things that we do here. Yeah. Cheers, folks. Thank you for joining in, and we'll catch you all next time.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on stream ending, and I'm going to set up a raid. We're going to go raid Misadventurers League because they are streaming. Yeah, cool. Feel free to use the raid command. I can't hear you if you guys are talking, so just letting you know. But yeah, see you on Friday for the thing. Yep, Steve out.